here. And if you've got some gratitude, well, I'll lend you my ear. And if it's something sad you got, well, I will lend a tear. But I do not drink no more, so save yourself and don't get me beer, 'cause it's morning love time, it's gratitude with you. And if we have got something to share, it's time for me and you. Good morning. Yeah, I make up the song every morning, or traditionally, that's what I do. So just in case you're starting to get a little critical, make sure you know I made that up. And it started really good, I thought. The tear part, ooh, I was like, I'm onto something. And then when beer came, I was like, I think we lost it. Good morning. I'm John Halcyon. This is Love Morning. This is our daily Love Ambassador meetup. Welcome, Hug Nation. What are you feeling grateful for today? I am live on Facebook and YouTube. And we have a daily opportunity to what? Share gratitude, to be present. I had pretty good sleep last night, so I'm grateful for some good sleep lately. I am grateful for the show The West Wing. I've been rewatching that show with Lisa, and oh boy, it's so good. It's like politics porn, you know? It's like this fantasy of what politicians could be. Good morning, Brandy. Brandy is grateful for the reminder ding I have set to remind me to be here, present, accounted for, and very, very loved. Oh, thank you for sharing that, Brandy. I try to be here every day. I'm also trying to give myself permission to do whatever is needed and to be authentically present. And especially with the injury lately, I've been feeling that broadcasting has been not what I wanted to do. And struggling to find gratitude. So I haven't had any like long, exciting, inspiring love mornings lately, but we'll get there again. I'm grateful that on Monday I am getting an epidural shot to give me some relief from pain, and hopefully enough relief that I can move without making it worse, and so can start to do physical therapy and start to strengthen the area around my neck so that I don't have this happen again. I got to be honest that I'm starting to already be afraid of re-injuring myself. I'm not even fixed yet, but I'm anticipating having success with the shot on Monday, and then I'm like already worrying about how am I going to make sure that this doesn't happen again. Oh boy. Good morning, Jason, or great morning. Yes. Good morning, Brandy. Brandy, grateful. Slept for solid 8 hours for the first time in my life. Whoa. Congratulations. We are celebrating 8 hours. Congrats. I'm grateful that Lisa has been a good sport and has been watching our evening West Wing shows while lying down, looking up at the iPad over us to be helpful on my back. I would gladly accept gentle, loving hugs, Brandy. Thank you. Good morning, Nick. Happy Saturday. Anybody have anything going on today that they are looking forward to, that they're grateful for? I have got a blank slate, so I will be doing minimal, hopefully. Maybe see my mom and dad. That would be nice. Check on that. Oh, wait, I do have something. Gratitude. Secret Santa exchanges today, and I just got a package yesterday from my Secret Santa. So that's exciting. Whitney is grateful for time with family. Thank you for sharing, and good morning. I am in San Diego, California, where I'm grateful for an overcast morning, grateful for a hot cup of coffee. Thank you, Brandy. Good morning, Sonder. Sonder's grateful for a wonderful out in the country, chopping trees at a local farmer and freezing temperatures and lovely sunshine. Yikes. Tree chopping in the freezing cold sounds challenging. But thank you for being here and sharing with us. Good morning, Gerbot. And oops, cheers to you, Whitney. I've got so many projects that have been piling up because using a mouse and a typing tends to be pretty painful for me and tends to make things worse. So I'm grateful for the patience that people are having. Like someone ordered a t-shirt from my store and the order didn't go through. And I think I have a problem with my store right now. And I just don't have the capacity to troubleshoot it right now. What I really need to do is I'm moving the entire store to a different platform. I'm moving it off of WordPress into Squarespace. But there's a lot of clicking, and I can only click so much with my arm. So it's going to take a while. Or actually, I might just see if I can hire somebody to do it. And that's probably the smarter thing. Brandy is grateful that they didn't get pissed when her neighbors came over and salted up my huge kitchen floor. Grateful to have noticed this too. Salted up. What does that mean? Does that mean like when you have salt on your shoes from the snow? Is that what salted up means? We don't have salting here. Gerbot is grateful for an HVAC and the ability to keep my house comfortable throughout the year. Hallelujah. Janet, good morning. Janet is grateful for a wonderful sleep last night and looking forward to seeing Robert shine tonight at his comedy show. Oh, cool. That's exciting. I put a seed in my brother's head. I said, let's do a comedy night just for our friends and like just have you and me and have people that are friends that anyone who's always said like I've always wanted to do a open mic night, just have a night of our friends. Everyone does like a little 5 minutes or something. Because I have a bunch of like unpracticed comedy material. I think that would work great for on stage at a comedy club, but I'm just not motivated enough to workshop it and get really good. And maybe I'm not, I don't know, maybe I'm too scared, whatever. But I think it'd be really, I have such admiration for the art of stand-up comedy and the practice that goes in. I'm more of a tell stories and without like, well, I guess some of the stories I tell I've told over and over again. Mary, good morning. Mary says, I love my life and have decided to radically love on random Facebook friends in my life. I love that. Yay. Brandy's grateful to be sitting here with a sweet, genuine smile on her face. I love hearing that. Speaking of Mary's radically loving on people, there was a moment in last weekend's the workshop that I did where we were all sharing our inventory. I think I already shared this with you guys. Well, we're all sharing our inventory of gifts that we have to share. And someone shared that they go to their phone or they what you do, they message Facebook friends. And so in the middle of our workshop, and it was kind of unplanned, I go, okay, everybody grab your phones. Let's start sending messages to friends. Good morning, Amy. Amy says that Asher can give you lessons on comedic timing. Absolutely. You got to make sure that he's the closer on any comedy night. Chris, good morning. Chris says, I was inspired when I went to Zach to a comedy club or the comedy club on Tuesday. I thought of being stand-up too. I've got some good material, but never polished it. You know, I can't remember. I think it's called Working It Out. Now I'm blanking on the comedian, but it's a comedian and he brings other comedians on and they talk about the craft, and they talk about, they sometimes will have material that they haven't polished yet. And it's really fascinating to see the amount of work that goes into workshopping a joke, you kind of know where the humor is, but then it's all about, how you get into it. How do you finish it? What's the wording? What's the timing? I think it's really fascinating. Waka, waka, waka. Good morning from the future, or to the future, Christine. Christine, it's 1 a.m. in Malaysia. Christine's gratitude says, I'm grateful that the client was super happy with our gig earlier. Hopefully this will lead to future positives. Solid recommendations. Yeah. Happy to hear that. And thank you for sharing your good vibes and gratitude and with us. That's that beautiful, positive ripples and sympathetic joy we get to hear from other people's joy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Brandy's grateful for A Course in Miracles. Beautiful. I quoted it on this week's Stay Sparked. As we were talking about being authentic, and how when there is being vulnerable means you share something that someone could hurt you with. But as you become comfortable with who you are, those things that you would think could be scary become less scary, and you can't hurt somebody with it because they're living in an authentic place. Like if you started to attack me for using ketamine, it'd be like, well, I've kind of been pretty open about that. It's not really, it's no longer a weapon you can use against me. And Giannis pointed out, like, well, so, if you get to a place of true authenticity, you're invincible. Yes. And then and of course, Miracle says, in my defenselessness, my safety lies, which is the kind of the theme of the crucifixion story of, Jesus does not fight back. He allows his tormentors to beat the crap out of him. And but by allowing and being defenseless, he then is resurrected and becomes something greater, which is also the Aslan story in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, which is the path of authenticity towards becoming something greater than the ego self. Mary's grateful to have met 200 drag queens from the RuPaul Drag Race franchise. Everyone needs love and inclusion, and to belly laugh at the absurdity of taking this life too seriously. I'll drink coffee to that. Hey, Gustavo. Gustavo says, hey, no neck brace. And Mary's asking how my pain levels are. They really fluctuate during the day. Right now, I'm feeling pretty good. I can feel tightness if I don't move too much. And I slept pretty well. Had, just some minor pain that woke me up a few times. Had trouble falling asleep. I was in pain when I was going to sleep. End of the day, I'm usually struggling and it hurts quite a bit more. So, and I do like when I'm done here, I'll ice my neck. I don't need to wear a neck brace. I just need to use my right arm as little as possible and not move my head too much. That's when I tend to retweak it. And it's tough because every time I tweak it or every time it hurts, I know every time it's not just the pain. Because like if it was just pain and I had like a muscle pain and they're like, you got to work through it, I think that would be a very different mental thing for me. But because I know whenever it's hurting, I'm I'm activating the inflamed area. And so when it hurts, it's when I'm making it worse. There's this added aspect of not such as pain. There's the suffering, the story of, oh crap, I'm not doing good. I'm messing up. I'm making it last longer now. Gustavo says, I know your struggle. Well, there's an amazing connection gift that has happened through this pain because there's so many people that do struggle with pain on an ongoing basis. And I really feel an expansion of my heart, as well as a struggle that I have yet to overcome. You know, there's aspects of mental conquering or mental. I'm very aware that I'm in the middle of this battle, and I definitely try to escape as much as possible, as opposed to be with the pain. Brandy says, I'm grateful to have read The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe when I was like 6. It's a good one. I mean, C.S. Lewis his other writings are all Christian stories. I haven't read it, but that's what I'm told. And The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe is very much a Christianity influenced narrative. Mary saying that consistent body work is needed after the sustaining of an injury to keep seeking healing modalities. Well, that's where I'm at. I'm seeing 5 different professionals in different areas, and I'm trying to figure out which ones are really being helpful, and are they helping each other, or am I canceling some out? I'm undecided if I'm going to stay with my current chiropractor. I love my body worker. I love my acupuncturist. I love my MD. So I guess the only person that I'm still trying to figure out if I want to stay with them is my chiropractor. And I think that is the area. Oh, and I have a physical therapist that I like too. I canceled my physical therapy this week though, because I was still in so much pain that I knew he was going to just say, just keep doing traction. I can't work the muscles yet. Unfortunately, my body worker is not taking new people. In fact, I would love to refer, but this is the person that's also my talk therapist that does body work. So so unfortunately, that's the one referral that I cannot pass on. Thank you, Christine. I feel those good vibes. I appreciate it, Mary, as well. I appreciate the healing. Well, I think that we should have a hug. If anybody else wants to share any more gratitude, now would be the time. I am grateful for the jolt of goodness that I'm feeling from everyone who's here, the optimism. I'm grateful, so grateful consistently for my partner, Lisa. It is really, it takes a lot to stay with someone who is just kind of, it's now, well over a month of inability to do everything. I can slowly do some dishes, and I did chop up a tomato and lettuce and I grilled some onions for our burgers last night. But really, there's so much things that I can't do, and my attitude isn't great. And I'm so grateful that my partner has just been so supportive. Really, we're at about just under 8 months together, and it's kind of beautiful to see how things like this have really taken and shown me that this is a relationship that has the ingredients for something that will last. And this is not fair weather. This is in sickness and in health that we are showing up for one another. And I'm just so grateful for these. I mean, even in a bad day, we'll have these just moments of connection that are just so beautiful. And so I just feel so with gratitude. Like when we have a meal, we start every meal with grace and appreciation for each other. And we end every day with what I appreciate about you is ... And just to sink in a moment and to be so seen and appreciated when I'm really not feeling at my best it's been such a gift. Good morning, Art with Hope. Grateful for my community, encouragement for my new project, helping to see the beauty in what I'm doing. Love it. Thank you for sharing. Oh, thank you, Christine. Sending love to Lisa too. Ambassadors of Love Unite. Yes. Yes. Yeah, it is really fun to introduce Lisa to people. We had dinner with some friends, or some of my friends that she got to meet this week, and it was so fun afterwards for them to send me messages like, "Oh my gosh, I see why you like her. She's so great. You guys are so great together." It's like, yeah, it is she's my person. Well, with that, wherever you are, let's give ourselves a big hug and let's have some gratitude for this moment. Gratitude for any moment when we can get out of our obstacles in our headspace, whether it's physical pain or stress or money struggles or relationship woes. But let's have gratitude for those times when we go, okay, those things may exist, and there's so much wonderful things. And sometimes it takes a lot of work to get your head through the crust of the obstacle, to peek out and really breathe in the gratitude. But let's try to do it in this moment. Whatever that thing is, whether it's this moment of connection or something that's happened to you in the last week, just that we do have these moments of just awe and wonder and bliss. And remembering that when those are obscured, when we don't have access to those, let's try to keep remembering that they do exist. We just got to hold on and keep working towards them and celebrating when others have them, so we can keep fanning the flames of one another's gratitude. So let's take a deep breath in and squeeze and feel that love from one another. On behalf of beautiful Grandpa Caleb and all of you ambassadors of love, thanks for being here for this Hug Nation Love Morning. I love you. There's a new Stay Sparked episode on YouTube and Facebook. No, YouTube and Stay Sparked is on Instagram. You can follow Stay Sparked, but the new episode is on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And if you want us to read your name on the podcast, leave a review on iTunes. No one's leaving new reviews, and we keep checking to see any new reviews. No new reviews. Otherwise, because we want to read someone's name on the next episode. So check out Stay Sparked. There's some good ones. Thank you, Gustavo and Gerbat and Brandy. Yes, like a crusty kitchen floor. Thank you, Joyous. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Christine. Happy Saturday. Kiri, good morning. Kiri's excited for Secret Santa. Yes, I will.